Hello everyone and welcome to vlog number 9, Elevate Others BABAM. Interesting topic tonight, and I felt very compelled to talk about this because one of my family members, online family members, in one of my masterminds was recently body shamed. So she has a hater. And the interesting thing is the way I sum this up, and I think it's very important. Hey, Lisa, I think it's very important to understand. This person said, you don't seem to have the body. Hey, Michael, how are you? You don't seem to have the body for what you're teaching. Hey, Lauren. And regardless of that, hey, Kevin, how are you? Thanks for joining. This young lady happens to be, every time you see her, Kevin, awesome, thank you for joining. Hey, John, so she was body shamed. He said, I can't believe you don't have the body for what you're teaching people. So she teaches them something, and I don't want to give it away because I want to keep her privacy, but it's every time you see her on a video, every time you see her post a video of what she's doing and with the people she's with, she's constantly smiling. She's constantly emitting such positive energy. She's constantly happy. And you could tell that she's at such peace with herself and what she's doing. It's absolutely amazing. So I look at it this way, okay? This person does not hate her. This person does not believe what they're saying. What they do hate is themselves. They are so insecure with who they are that they have to go out of their way to constantly put other people down. That's their power. Like that's what makes them feel powerful. Hey, Christopher, thank you for joining. So when people are constantly coming after and they're constantly ridiculing you and they're constantly putting you down, understand something. That is not a reflection of you. That's a reflection of them. Hey, Lisa, thank you for joining. That when people put you down, when people are constantly knocking you down, especially when they don't know you, that's a reflection of who they are, not a reflection of who you are. And, you know, I want especially the younger viewers, the younger people who do follow me to understand this because it goes on so much, especially on social media. People don't even know you, and yet they're constantly throwing things at you. I mean, this online bullying and everything else, people have to understand. They're doing it because they are envious of you. But the one thing you can't do, don't strike back. Revenge, vengeance, all of those things, all that is that's just poison for your mind. And, you know, a great example of that is when you are looking to have revenge on somebody or you're carrying a grudge. It's like drinking poison and, you know, hoping that that person's going to die. Because all you're doing is you're killing yourself up here. You're absolutely destroying yourself. Not just mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Why allow that person? Your mind is your most precious piece of real estate. The most precious piece of real estate you have. Would you allow anybody to walk in your home with dirty, filthy shoes? Then why would you allow somebody who's not even asking you to, why would you allow somebody to walk through your mind with their dirty shoes? So what I say is to these haters, to these people who are so insecure, to these people that want to tear others down for absolutely no reason, let's pray for them. So imagine, especially the young people, just imagine for a moment. Oh, by the way, this woman who was body shamed for teaching what she teaches. Hey, Laurie, this young lady who was body shamed for teaching what she teaches, she also happens to be a multiple six-figure earner online. And I know that this gentleman probably knows that. So another thing for him to be envious of her for. Instead of celebrating her success, the only way he could feel powerful is to tear her down. And that's what insecure people do. That's what people who truly have no belief in themselves, that's what they do. They tear you down. But if you feel vengeful, or you feel like you're holding a grudge against somebody, understand something. That's not going to get you anywhere. That other person is probably not even thinking about you at all. You're not on their mind. They're going on with their Sunday. They're going on with their daily activities, and they're happy. They're not thinking about you. They're not thinking about what you did or what you said. They don't care. But the insecure people, they truly don't care. All they care about is that they got to you. You allowed them. Remember something. They're not getting to you. You're allowing them to get to you. And if you can allow another person to bring you down and to ruin your day, well, then the onus is on you. Hey, Gail, so happy you're joining. We're talking about online bullying, body shaming, and how these haters absolutely have no power unless you give it to them. Think about that. Think how weak they are. And by you responding to them, you're only showing them, yeah, you know what? Hey, Joey, how are you? I'm really looking forward to seeing you, my friend. These body shamers, these people who are looking to tear you down, understand, they have no life. I pray for these people. I don't think about them. If somebody, look, I've had many people, tell me, like, what are you doing? I think I've said this once before. Oh, what are you trying to be, the next motivational speaker? Well, first off, I don't even believe in motivational speakers, but that's a whole different story. I don't allow that to bother me because I know they're just trying to tear me down. Whatever it is about me that they envy, fine, that's great. But they're trying to deliver their message in a different way. So all I want people to understand is that if somebody is coming after you, if somebody is trying to tear you down, if somebody truly is hating on you, you are doing something right. That's all that means. You are doing something fantastic. You are showing love. You are showing inspiration. You are showing everything vibrant. This young lady is one of the happiest. I mean, she's always smiling, always a wonderful attitude. Why on earth, how could you possibly justify someone coming online and hating on her? So I say it again to the young kids too, to the younger generation, to the kids in high school, to the kids in college. Don't allow people to get into your head. Don't give people power because they are insecure with themselves and they want to tear you down because they know that you have the confidence, you have the inspiration, you have the willingness to put yourself out there and share yourself with the world. Because guess what? They're hiding behind a keyboard or they're hiding behind whatever it is. They're hiding. But why won't they actually come out and say it directly to your face? Because they don't have that kind of strength. Haters are weak. Christopher, thank you. Big babam to you, my man. I appreciate that. Haters are weak. They are not strong people. Or else they would have... Imagine this. Somebody is really down in the dumps. Somebody is just feeling very insecure. Why wouldn't they want to learn from somebody who is inspiring people to change the way she is? Why wouldn't they want to Why wouldn't they want to learn from them and say, "Hey, you know what? You're doing great things. Can you help me?" She'd be more than happy to help. She's that type of person. I know that. She's in one of my masterminds. So my message especially look, in one sentence, let me just get this out because here goes my mind real quick. Ignore it. It's going to happen. If you want to be successful, you have to understand, if you want to be the happy person, if you want to constantly emit positive energy, if you want to constantly inspire people, people are going to try to tear you down. But it's up to you whether or not you allow them to get into your head and do that to you. It's nobody's fault but yours. if you allow these weak individuals to do it. Listen to all these politicians, like for instance, and I'm not political. I hate politics. I hate politics on Facebook. I just can't stand it. I don't like it. I never discuss politics. I never discuss religion. I respect everybody's ideologies, but politics is a no-win game. Left, right, whatever. But you see how they talk to each other? You see how they're constantly trying to tear each other down? That is their own insecurities because they don't know how to get their message across. They can't share and say, hey, let's come together with our ideologies and come up with something that's really going to benefit not only our country, but the world. They don't do it because they're insecure and they're weak and they don't have what it takes to motivate one another. Just because people have differences or because people are more successful, that gives you no right to tear them down. But for you who is being torn down, it's your responsibility to make sure that you keep them out of your head. Just laugh. Just laugh. Smile. Especially if you know you're doing something right. Especially if you know that you're benefiting and you're elevating others. Laugh. Because you are doing the right thing. And on a Sunday night, and after I saw this, I was thinking about it. I was really looking forward to sharing this. Does anybody have a thought on this? Does anybody want to come on and talk? I mean, this has to get more engaging. I would love, hey, Jackie, how are you? I would love for somebody to come on and talk about an instance when they were torn down. Somebody tried to bring them down, or they were bullied, or they were just shamed for no reason. Don't allow those insecurities to get to you. Don't let those insecure people get to you because you're more powerful than that. And so I will always support people. I support this member of my mastermind. She's a wonderful young lady. She's a successful young lady. But more importantly, she's changing lives and she's elevating others. So on that note, I want to wish you all a fantastic Sunday evening. Got a little cold out there. But it is a wonderful night. I'm glad the sky's blue. And listen, let's continue to elevate others. Babam. I hope you guys are on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Have a great night.